Hello, fellow geeks and citizens. I am Geekier Gamer, and today we are continuing down the replication quest line, and we're going to build a fluidizer so that we can make Molten Mob Essence on our way to Ultimate Technium. Welcome back to Techopolis 3. So this is where we left off. I was having a little bit of trying to figure out how to make this thing work, and we're going to come back to that in a minute. A couple things I fixed in between episodes. I can't remember if I did this during the episode. I don't think so, but I had to unblock. Oh, what the heck? How come that block is back again? Oh, because I put it back again. Dang it. You got to make sure this has skylight access. And I keep putting that block because I keep seeing an empty hole there, and I keep putting the block. So I should put some glass there. That would keep me from doing that to myself every time. Let's see, glass. Let's put some. I think glass still counts as skylight access. Let's look and see if this thing's processing. It is processing, so let me put some glass there and see if it changes. Yeah, it's still making it. Still making it. That should make a palladium. Let's go over here. It's full. All right, we'll come back and look at it later. All right. Another thing I did in between episodes, I'll go up here. I set up a pattern for making unstable matter, which really all it's doing is putting into this barrel all the things I determined are needed to make unstable matter. And that's because unstable matter requires 12 of each type of matter. If you go in here, you'll see this takes 12 of each type of matter. And so I found things that were pretty easy for me to make. And then I put them in here into this recipe, and then I've sorted them into different disintegrators. And then I still have to come in here, though, I think manually, and click on this to make them. I haven't quite figured out the integration, but we'll leave that alone for now. I just go in here and I cancel it, like right here you see it, cancel it. All right. But it is hooked up to be able to send the stuff to it. Let's see, anything else that changed? Oh, yeah, big change. So for those who aren't familiar with it, we've been using this wireless crafting grid. One thing you can do with it is you can put a quantum bridge card here, and then a quantum entangled singularity. And a quantum entangled singularity is just a singularity, one of these that I've been making over there for a while, and some ender dust, which is just an ender pearl that's been made into dust, and then some tiny TNT. You put them together, blow up the tiny TNT while they're both there, and it gives you two singularities. And I built this Ender quantum ring. So you make these ME quantum ring blocks, and you make this quantum link chamber. Inside of here, you put the one quantum link and inside quantum entanglement singularity. The other one you put inside your terminal once this card is here. And now it's wirelessly charging me everywhere I go, number one. And number two, it'll actually work across dimensions. Now I don't have dimensions to go to, but I will very soon as we move towards what's next in Techopolis. So that brings us to where we are today. I do need to build another platform. I didn't really plan for that between episodes. This is still running great up here. I'm gonna, let me see, put a bunch of blocks, 4, 6, and then we'll just go out here. We're going to make the smallest fluidizer possible. First, we're going to finish, I guess, what we did last episode. Ooh, there's no flight block near here. Let's go flight. Flight. Let's grab a flight block. And let's put one, I don't know. It's interesting. It's like right side of the range, outside of the range there. We're going to just stick one. Stick one right here for right now. Deal with that later. All right. Now, so a fluidizer is much like a reactor, and the smallest one you can make is 3x3. I don't know how big we're going to need to make a fluidizer because it is producing molten mob essence, which is a requirement for elite technium. So let's see, gray stone. All right. So we'll come back to that. Let's finish where we left off last episode. So we need to make antimatter, and that means I need to put the plutonium, and you need to put the plutonium and the whatever, these two things here, plutonium and polonium. I need to put them down in here. Now, luckily, I should be able to just put a export bus here, like so, and then go down, and maybe I have to dig twice. All right, and I have some white cabling here, so it's at, yep, I can come right off of this. Let's get some white cable. White cabling. Oh, I only have 6. Maybe that's long enough. Let's find out. I don't think it is. 1, 3, 4. Nope. 5, 6. So we need to make some more white cable. So let's just go to AE. Actually, grab the white dye while we're here. And then we'll go to AE2. AE2. And then we'll grab some Fluix, Smart Fluix, which I'm sure I have in here someplace. Let's see. Right here. Enough. Just 8 should be enough. All right. This will be our 8th channel off of 8 off of this area over here. And we'll do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then we'll fly around. All right, so now that's connected. We need those 2 pellets. Will that help me? Here they are, pellet. So plutonium and polonium. Let's see what happens. Am I doing this wrong? I want to make an oh, no. I'm doing something wrong. That's not what I put in here. Those are coming up here. Let's follow the antimatter trail back. To get the antimatter, here it is, nuclear reactor, that's right. And, oh, that means I will want to change this. I'm going to change this to go off of here, so it's not taking up the channels. And I probably will need a little bit more white. Here we go. All right. Let's put these blocks back. Boom and boom. All right. It was here I need to go. So I got power to my nuclear reactor. And you'll see I have a tiny bit of antimatter because I just put a couple of the things in there just to test that I could do it. And I should have some cable underneath here. Yep. So I couldn't just go, let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Grab a exporter, export bus. And then now this is where these go. 1 here, 1 here, and then bring this over. Let's go, and then let's go take a look. I don't know if it brings one and then the other. It looks kind of that way. So let me get an acceleration card and see if I can speed this up. Get a couple of them in the exporter. Let's take a look. Ah, really? Interesting. There must be a way that we can make it so that it only sends a certain quantity. Maybe a quantity? Is that another card? Let's see what we got here. Equal distribution, crafting, inverter, acceleration, fuzzy, capacity. What's this one do? G. All right, what's a capacity card do? Filter slots, that's not what we want. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Equal distribution. Nope. Nope. All right, I don't really see a card for this. So, all right, let's take a pause. Let me go figure this out and we'll be right back. Alrighty, turns out I needed to change the export bus to round robin mode, export using round robin mode. And now if I look in here, I'm getting equal parts. And now I'm making antimatter. And this is as fast as I can make it. So this is as fast as I'm going to get it. And so then now this antimatter, which is I think a liquid, we can test that with the tank, with the ender tanks. Let's try ender tanks. Let's grab 2. These are gray ones because those are the ones I tried to move the other thing through and it didn't work. Let me see if I have some purple dye. I do. So we're going to re-dye those. So put down an ender tank here. Change this channel to purple, purple, purple. Get me some mechanical pipe. Mechanical pipe. Doesn't really need to be fast because it's just right here. Boom. Nope, does not connect to there. Interesting. So how do we get the antimatter out? Is it once again another case of the tank's getting short shaft and it's a pressurized tube? Let's find out. Put the tank away. Oh, I have some plutonium. It's maxed. All right, just stick it in here. So get your pressure tube. Let's see. It is a case, but luckily we're just going straight down. So I'm gonna. Oops, wrong thing. Do that. Change it to configure 8, and then I'm gonna go down with it. And over. I'm going to here. So coming up. That'll get us our antimatter into this machine. There we go. And so then what we need to send here is our unstable antimatter. Let me think about this. Looking at our thing. And this is a ultimate Technium part, so we just need to make them. So yes, I need to send unstable antimatter here, which is really going to probably be my control point for how much elite Technium I make, based on how much, because I'm not really auto crafting those. There it goes in, and then I need to actually export that out. Oh, look, I have a controller here. Probably has a storage bus on the bottom. It does. So let me grab a drawer. That drawer. And let's set it. So grab this, stick it in there, get my key, do the thing, and if I stick this here, I wonder if I can use a logistical pipe. Put it on top. I want it on top. Okay. Is that extracting? Oh, I have to set this machine to extract. So up is output. There we go. Off it goes. Ooh, power is a problem. This cable can't keep up with its power needs. So maybe a quantum entangloporter. Well, it doesn't have anything here yet, so... Oh no, it's trying to make one. Its power is a problem. All right, so let me get a quantum entangloporter, see if that fixes it. Quantum entangloporter, here we go. Craft one. Let's take this off and just set this here. Power output and set. So all of these should be output. Oh, actually, all these, I'm not needed. It's just that one. But I need to do it on the power. All the rest of these can be. This one I need there. Let's see what happens. Do I need to, oh, I can do oh no, I can only do anchor upgrades. So I can't make this bigger. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I have to put eject off. Eject on, sorry. I had to put auto eject on. There we go. Now we're transferring power. I don't know if it'll keep up. It's doing better than the cable was, though. All right. So there we go, antimatter pellets. And those are a part that we needed for here. Now, diamonds. What are diamonds? Made from antimatter gas, which can be made in the nuclear reactor. Or you could do this with antimatter, put a diamond in here and make emerald. But why do I need emerald? What is emerald used for? I guess different upgrades. Cards. Okay. Mesh, which we won't need. Okay, but we can do one. Let's grab a diamond. Do one diamond. And we'll do this for a second. And we'll do this, and we'll pull this out. That'll get us the quest. That finishes out that portion of the quest line. And now we're on to the Fluidizer. So a Fluidizer is, like I said, it's just like this machine. This reactor here, extreme reactor. You need casing. So if we build it similar to this one, we're gonna need, let's see, 5, 10, 16, and 16's 32, 30, 35, 38, 30, 41, 44, and a bunch on the bottom, so maybe a stack of Fluidizer casing. So let me think. Yeah, let's get this open. Look at that. I'm starting to get some lag spikes again in my world. I wonder if it's some of this new stuff I've just created, because right now I have a lag spike. There we go. Finally cleared it. Let's do add extreme. And I believe for the Fluidizer, besides the casing, oh, and actually I want to train my system to make this, because Fluidizer casing, I believe, is a, let's see, part, ultimate Technium part. So let's go over to our pattern creator. And I don't believe I've taught it to make steel casing, so we're gonna create a pattern for steel casing first. So if I go and clear this, do steel casing. Where is it? This one here. Craft, steel casing. There we go. That's everything it needs. Steel is automatically being made. Lead is automatically being made. Glass is automatically being made. And I can go up here and I can put this in one of our modular assemblers. And then the Fluidizer casing needs to be craftable so we can call it up when we need them for Elite Technium. So that takes bones. So this is another, craft here. Doo-doo. All right, so that goes in a modular assembler. All right. So let's call up, I don't know, a stack of this. Will we need more than a stack? I don't know. We'll do a stack because we always call more. Oops, missing bones. I know I'm producing bone, but you know what? I probably forgot to put a remote. Yeah, I forgot to put a remote thing. Yep, I did. So let me do this. Let's go drawers. Drawers, grab a remote. Upgrade. Let's click here. Let's add it there. Now we'll try it. So extreme reactors. Fluidizer casing. So 64. Next. Off it goes. All right, well, that's crunching, and it's doing it quickly. We're going to need a Fluidizer controller. Just one. We're going to need a solid injector, just one. Solid injector, just one. All right, we don't need the fluid injector. We do need the output port. So what are we missing? We're missing an ultimate tank. Let's see if it'll use that one. It will. Missing 2 lapis blocks. Add a dispenser. Alrighty. Grab that. And then we'll grab the casing, which I made, which we used a bunch. So now I'm going to actually ask for 64 more. Start. And then we're going to start heading this way. So we're going to go up to that platform and we're going to build this thing. Let's cut this out. All right. Ooh. Fluidizer. It's the 3x3. Let's go 4, 5, 5, and one more for 5x5. That's 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. And we just go across again. I should grab the, here we go. And then I'm gonna need some glass, and it's not reactor glass. I think it's just regular glass. If you look at the, let's see, oh, we're gonna need a fluidizer power port, which I didn't make. But if you look at the guide, oh, there isn't a guide for these. But if you look at the book, oh, I put it away. Extreme Reactors has a book right here. And if you look at the book, it does say, oh no, here, it is special class. It is special class. Okay. So let me go back. Extreme Reactors. Put the book away. And let's find the fluidizer glass. There it is. So we'll make a bunch of that, or some of that. Let me finish the casing, then we'll make the rest. There we go. Fill it all in on top. Okay, put this back in. Get a bunch of glass. All right, so we're gonna need, oh, and we needed that power port, wherever it was. Fluidizer power port. So we will need to bring power up here. So let's put power here. Let's put output here. Let's put input here. And let's put the controller in front. And fill the rest in with glass. Need to make a little bit more. Glass. Okay. And the last few pieces. There and there. So it looks like it's running. Okay. So let's bring some power to it. So we need to make a quantum entangler again. Quantum entangler. There we go. Stick it on the power over here. And output and power output. Actually do this and then output auto eject on. See, it's getting power. It does have plenty of power. Great. And then we need to bring in the item I need to bring in. And what did I decide I was going to do? Oh, that's right. I was going to do, I'm going to go down here, the generalized overworld protection, overworld prediction. I should upgrade these so that I'm not tossing most of this away. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to do the generalized overworld. So I'll grab one. And let's see. Am I going to have a channel left? I don't think I am because I put that on a channel. This thing is full. 7 of 8. And then that's 8 of 8. But if I could reroute this one to this, which will get its own. So let's see here. Let's do this. And reroute that over here. That will give me another channel. So then I just got to bring this up all the way. So we need a lot more of this cable. So here's what's happening. We're going to put this in it, and it's going to make this is what's going to make the Molten Mob Essence. So let's go to white first and grab the dye, and then let's go to A2. I really should teach my system how to make all these things. Let's do that. Let's go over here. Probably the big down thing is here. I need a lot of these, so I should just get that started. We should hear it. Go, there they go. Because flux, I need a lot of flux crystals to make this cable. All right, so let's see here, flux cable, which is the purple, not the purple one, but the actual flux one. Set this into the pattern encoder, boom. And then the next level up is just the flux covered, boom. And then the next cover one up from that is the smart, boom. All right, so we need to put all these in here. Okay. And then I could teach it the various ones, but I think that's good enough, and then I can just dye them myself from that point. So let's see here. How much smart cable do I have, if any? I don't have any. So if I go in here and I say I want 60, it says it's got everything it needs. Off it goes, and we'll start heading back that way. And we'll have what we need. I have the white. Let's see. From this space, go up. It's probably the space here. We'll see. All right. Where is it? There it is. So if I do this, put the white in it, get a bunch. All right. Nice. Is this processing? We should follow and verify the glass. No, the glass does not count. Let's take the glass. Oh no, it's because above it. Dang it. I need to put a piece of glass here. Glass. All right, keep coming with the core cable. I mean, we'll have to fine tune how we make some of the things we've been making. Oh, I didn't even need to break that. Put that back. All right, this is for the solid input. And let's do an export bus. And like I said, we're going to export these. I'm going to stick another one in there. Let's go turn this machine on and see what happens. On. Here it goes. Starting to process. And Molten Mob Essence. I should get I can get an acceleration card. I have one. I have one in my inventory. So let's put an acceleration card in here, and that will export faster. That's good enough. There we go. Molten Mob Essence. And so now, all right, this has got to be a liquid. So let's go enter tank one last time, and then this will be the last thing we do this episode. So we'll get the purple one, and we'll get the gray one, and then what color do we want this to be? Let's go with green. I don't know. We have another one that's green already. We'll find out, I guess, once we color them. So let's set one here and color it green. It's empty, so there's nothing green. Let's grab a mechanical. That's a logistical. Let's grab a mechanical cable. All right, and make sure we're in IDA, extract. There we go. Mob Essence. And so this will go into the Elite machine, which I haven't built yet. The Elite machine goes in here. So, yeah, that's something that needs to be built still. Let me go in here. I guess it's about time to build it. Maybe next episode. Let me stick this here in the corner and mark it green. And we'll deal with it when it's time. Let's go back over here and take a look. So these should be processing. We should have plenty of antimatter, which is what we need for this. Now I'd have to make more unstable. I would have to make more unstable matter for that to go any further. But we're continuing to process spent fuel into the tank down below. Is this working now? Oh, it's empty, so it must be working. So it's just waiting for polonium, which means it's waiting for this, which is waiting for nuclear waste. Let's see, is this one running? This one's running. Oh, I forgot to show this at the very beginning of the episode. I put a second and third one running here. And they're just trashing their energy because I already have plenty of energy up top. Now I might run that energy up there if yeah, it's right here. If I expand this, which I should. Because, well, like I said, we're going to need big energy for future things. But, yeah, so that's the Fluidizer. Fluidizer's up here, cranking away, filling itself up. It holds itself with 108 buckets. I want to thank you, my fellow geeks and citizens, for joining me for this. We got the Fluidizer knocked out. We got this chapter basically done. And now we can move on to finalizing Elite Technium, build the Elite Technium machine, and start sending all the things to it and get Elite Technium made. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.